everyone, Cheryl here today with KaDoodle Bug Designs, and today's video is part 2 on working on the darling Cherry Sprinkle Bunny, and she's a new SVG. We went ahead and pieced her together in the last video. In this video, we're just going to focus on eyes, and so I did leave her eyes plain, and I didn't put her hat on. Typically, I like to leave the top stuff off of any of the things until I get my lashes on. I like to have a lot of room to work, so that's one tip that I really think helps because it gives you room to move on the face. And so that's one thing that I'd like to go over. So the next thing is I like to, if I'm coming across a new eye shape that I'm not that I haven't worked with or that I haven't done in a while, I like to draw the shape down first. So when I first started doing eyelashes, that's what I did. It helps a lot. It's just like in quilting, if you free motion quilt, I would draw my designs down first. You get the feel for the movement and where it's going to go. And it's the same thing with the eyes, drawing the shape. So the first thing I'll do is, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Okay, so the first thing I'll do is I want to draw the little eye shape. And so it's kind of oval-like. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I want to add a little bit of liner, just a little on there. It just kind of helps. And then for me anyways, and then the next thing I'm going to do is figure out where I'm thinking I may want to start these lashes. A lot of times I could have 10 eyes on a piece of paper. Once I've done it and figured out how I want those lashes to go, whether I want them to curl up, all of them, or a few and some out straight and then down, I try to figure that out first. So what I'm going to do today is just think, okay, I think I want these top ones to curl up. And so you could decide, do you want the first one to be short or long? And so if you start right about here, and we're not pushing down hard, we're kind of coming light. And so now the next one, and then the next one. So I want to get about maybe 4, I'm thinking. Okay. And that's what I'm thinking on this one. So now what I'm thinking I want to do is tilt this, because just like we would with her, we would tilt her to the side. It just makes it so much easier to get a movement rather than you trying to go the other way. This works really easy for me. So now what I think I want to do is I want to have these coming straight out. Now eyelashes don't have to have a pattern where you're short, long, short, long, short, long. All eyelashes are all different sizes, so I am not doing a pattern on that. And then I can come down if I want and add some long ones. If you don't want the long ones, you could come over. Let's do another eye. So we're going to draw that eye, just add a little liner. Nothing perfect. So now we can say, okay, well, I think I like these going that way. So we can kind of come and do those. And then I'm thinking I do like, and if you want to start out short, long, whatever, you can. But you can always come back in and add. And then we can add at the bottom. I'm thinking I like where they kind of curl up a little bit. And so you could, and see how it's harder for me anyways. It may not be for you. It's harder for me if I don't turn the piece when I'm doing it, because then I get these really weird lashes. So like on this one, now it's kind of a mess. So let's go ahead and do another one of that one. And we're just going to go and try it again. So what I would do is go like that. And then we can come and make sure I'm turned. And then I want to curl up. Okay, and definitely want to curl. Okay, so now if you want to come back in and add some more, you can, come back in and fill in, or go over. It's really up to you. I really like the way this one looks here. And then again, you can always draw another one. Sometimes it's hard if you're not, like, I like to be close up and right where I can see exactly what I'm doing. And right now I'm a little far away, so I'm going to go short and long. And then we're going to go a little short and then a little long. And we can come back in just like I did there. And so now what I'm thinking is I want another one that curls up and then out. And they don't have to be that long, but just to show you what I'm thinking. Okay. And then, you know, your eyeliner, right? Get our eyeliner in there. And so we can do that. Now, the other way you could do it, so like on one of them, I think I did some really short ones, but once you add your, so like, let's say this is the eye right here. So once we come in with our chalk, and I'm just using an angled 1/8 inch brush. This one I got at Michael's. You could always, if you don't get out much or you're not, you know, going shopping much. I know I tend to not care to go shopping too much. So I'll do it online and I pretty much could find what I'm needing. And so now the difference with doing this on the paper is we don't have that piece of paper to help with this. So like typically I can go like this without getting it on the eye because there's a piece of paper with an edge. So right here it's going to be a little messy, but that's okay. I just kind of want to show you once you get the chalk in how it changes the looks of the lashes. And that's why a lot of times if you've watched a lot of my videos, you'll see me come back in with the pen and go back over maybe, or come back in and do a little fill in if I'm thinking, you know, and they could be like little short ones or, you know, depending on what I'm trying to achieve with the lash. So on this one here, I did not do any coming down. They're all up. Now I do have another one that I did where I made the lashes on the same eye come down. And so let's go ahead and try that now. And so for that, what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and draw 2 more shapes. So we'll just kind of draw the eyes. I always angle these eyes in, and I am, by all means, I am no artist. So my eyes are not even the shape they should be, but you get the point, like with the edge. So it really doesn't matter on this. Okay, so now if you don't want your eyelashes going up, because sometimes I'm like, I don't think I want my eyelashes to go up. So then what I'll do is, again, you know, get a little liner on there. And then I may go, okay, well, I think I'm wanting these ones to go kind of down. And so now I'm just kind of curving them down. And like so. And then when you get to one point, you could actually kind of, sorry, my stomach, just kind of start bringing them down. So if you want them to come down a little more, you can come like maybe right about here and start that downward motion. You know, it really is going to depend on what you're looking for. Now these are going up again and they should have been going down. So, and so typically I like to be over. So I like to turn this. Oops, let's go. And that's why it helps when you draw them, because like that looks like a mess to me. So I want to try it again. And then I'll be like, okay, start short up here. And you know, here's your liner, right? So start short. And then sometimes I have a harder time with this side. And so we can kind of turn. And get them going down. And then you could always come back in and fill in. And then, you know, once again, once you get that liner on, it kind of, I feel like the liner definitely ties everything together. And so that's quite a bit there, but I'm just kind of trying to show you. Okay, so there you have it. So now let's go and actually do the eyes on her. And so what I'm going to start with is I've grabbed a number 3 Micron, and I should have grabbed. So this is the other thing. I really love using the 005, and I really love using, that's a 005 too. This is the older one. One of them, I think, I don't know, all of a sudden the ink color came back because, or the ink came back thicker on this old one. Let's see, which one's the old one? 005. Oh, wait, one's the brown. Okay, we don't need that one. Okay, so 003 and the 005, and these are both black, I believe. The ends are black. So on the eyeliner, I'm going to start with the eyeliner first. And the first thing I like to do is let's kind of clean up the edge. And typically this is done pretty much right after you've pressed the eye down. You want to get it cleaned up really well. And that way your pen, once these microns hit a glue, it's kind of hard to get them to work good like they did originally. So I try to keep them out of the glue. If you feel like you've hit glue, go ahead and try drawing on a piece of paper. Like this one here, this is my 03. I hit glue with this one time, and it just seems like it doesn't want to work. Yeah, this one is just... Okay, let's see. So I'm going to start with my liner on this one. This is a 03. Okay, so I'm going to just start with the liner and get her liner on. So I start thick at the bottom and then just bring it up. And hopefully that's going to work. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Okay, so let's start. Yeah, this one's not working so great. I may have hit glue. I don't know. Either that or for some reason it just doesn't want to work. Okay. So let me put that one aside. We'll go with the 005. We're going to come in with that. So the 003 and the 005 are really fine pens. And so the other thing is when you're using a textured cardstock, I find that the more texture it has, the harder it is to get a nice, smooth, flowing, feathered lash. And so typically what I'll do with my textured cardstock is I flip it upside down on the mat when I go to run it through the Cricut. That way it's going in the direction that I need, and I'll use the flat side to do the face and everything. So the next thing I want to do is this one says 005. You could do 005 or 003, either one. And so the next thing I want to do is let's start with these lashes. So I'm going to start short, and it's kind of hard for me to see. Oh yeah, see this one. And you can't even see that. I don't know what's up with that. Okay. Was that the brown one? I grabbed the wrong one. Sorry, you guys. 003. Let's see if that one's going to work. Oh, that's 3. I want 005. Oh, boy. Let's try the 005. There we go. I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, those are going to be kind of big. So just kind of come and then come out. Okay, so that's the one side that we've got. Now I could always come back in and fill those in. I'm going to wait until I get the chalk on. Okay, then I'm just going to kind of come And so I think that's okay. I'm going to leave it just like that. Sometimes I know if I overdo it, they look really bad. I mean, I've had them where they're like, whoa, there's a lot of lashes there. And now I want to come in. I'm using the chalk. And I'm going to blow that off. And I just want to get some black on here. Okay. Oh yeah, you could see my indentations. I was trying to use that one that went out, the 03, and it just really put some marks on her face. Let me see if I can clean those up a little bit. Well, this one's the 8, and that will give a... There we go. All right, so she's got that. So if you're happy with what you see, then, you know, then you're done. But you can always come back in. And see, I like that the eyes are there because it helps guide the brush so the brush doesn't go up on. And so I'm thinking I'm happy with that. I think that looks pretty good. So now you could always come in with a little gray if you want up at the top, and you just kind of blend it down. Now on some of my pieces, and I'll probably have to do another video on eyes to show a couple other eyes. I'll prep up a couple of these, but here's another set of eyes, and I've left the white off because I'm going to show that in another video, adding it on. But these eyes are the teardrop eyes. So in my next video, I think I'll do 2 of them. I'll do the teardrop and I'll do the cutie KaDoodles. Her eyes are shaped a little different. And so I'll be showing that in my next eye tutorial. But for now, I wanted to get this one done just to kind of show. So I did use Stampin' Up! Chalks, and I'm used the Micron pins to do the eyes. And so we have those done. And now if you're wanting, now this one I left, it does not have any glossy accents. This is the one that I kind of curled them starting up here and then brought them down kind of straight on the bottom. So that's what I'm saying. You can kind of play around. Now this one here, I added the glossy accents to it. So if you're going to do that, typically what I'll do is I'll add the nose and the whiskers and then add my glossy accents. But anyway, so I do hope you enjoyed my video today on doing the eyes on this little kitty. And if you have any questions, please drop them below. And you know, I'll try to answer those as soon as I can. And if you liked my video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to be notified on future videos, please subscribe. And I want to thank you for stopping by. Have a good day.